And as soon as it starts, let's send the link. I've got to plug my phone in.
Hey everybody.
I'm gonna play my song, y'all. Our song, baby.
Hey
Hey,
Charlotte, how you
y'all.
feeling? I hope you're starting to be on the other side, or the upswing, I should say. I know it took me like 2 weeks. It's crazy. Starting to feel better now.
I got stuck inside a room without a door. I was trying to dig my way out through the floor. Then I felt your breath on my face, and I left that place. Oh, my friend, it's not easy, I know. Oh, my friend, we've got so much farther to go. But my friend, keep on holding my hand, and I will help you if I can. And if we ever make it out of here, we're gonna go far. If we ever see an open sky, I'm gonna catch a falling star. And if we ever get a chance to be who we are, if we ever make it out of here, I got lost inside a maze without an end. I was lost without a friend. But then I heard you calling my name, and I left that game. Oh, my friend, it's not easy, I know. Oh, my friend, we've got so much farther to go. But my friend, keep on holding.
Little Red.
Hey, everybody.
Did y'all hear him bark? There's no reason for that. I just let him in. He had to be heard. How are y'all? I'm not
He
gonna be
was
on.
saying hi to everybody.
Why is it got you pinned? Like, I don't think that's me doing that.
Who pinned me?
I mean, it's got you in the center instead of both of us down there. I don't understand.
That's weird. Is it because there's just two of us? That's strange.
No, because usually it puts one on one side, one on the
One
other.
on the other.
Does anyone know what that's about? Change the layout. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's okay. What happens if I don't want to do that. I want to be down here with you. So how's everyone doing tonight? I'm going to read the chat. I haven't been doing that much tonight. I'm going to do better. Hey Charlotte, I hope you're feeling better tonight. Hey Swisher. Star Lily, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're feeling better too, Dottie.
Thank you. Peggy Murphy says she was able to go have a window visit with your husband today. Well, that's a good thing. I'm sure that's hard not to be able to go see him face to face, though.
Yeah.
In person. Selena, did you have to get COVID tested?
Trying to find where you're at.
Selena said still normal, so second was negative, so get to do it again tomorrow, but they won't let me work. That's no fun. I only had to test once and it went positive.
There I go.
Thanks, everybody.
I just had to hit that little button up there. But usually we're side by side. But that's okay.
Side by side.
Okay.
So today's a big celebration, everybody.
Yeah, if y'all didn't see, we hit 1K last night during stream. Someone actually sent me a screenshot of the moment it happened. Like, I don't know how they did it. Maybe they've rewound, but it was actual picture they took of their computer. And I was actually looking at my phone. Imagine that. And it said, it was two pictures. It was one that said $9.99 and then one that said 1,000. Amazing. Stupid time difference. I gotta head out, but have a great stream. Sorry, we were late starting tonight. But.
And it was funny.
Hey, Megan.
Little Red did a late night stream, and that's when it happened, and it made her cry.
Imagine that.
It was so cute. It was so cute. You got all emotional.
Yeah, it's just so shocking, y'all. That it happened in less than 3 months. When I never expected it. I really never expected it to happen when I started, you know?
But here you are.
Here we are.
Time to just keep going. Keep pointing out the inconsistencies.
Hey, Stina, I didn't see you. Hey, Tiny Dancer, Luna, Tammy, Alisa, Captain T, what happened to that stream? I had to private it. I'm gonna find this spot where I hit 1,000 and I'm gonna edit it and I'll put it back up. It will go back up. Fingers crossed.
So, I was listening to a unirock Periscope I think yesterday, is one from yesterday, and he's freaking about lights he sees in the woods, and he thinks they're with the ghost roosters. I was like, he's an idiot.
I
I
don't.
was
Like, he's trying to be funny though, right?
he goes, what is that? What is that? He's like, you see aliens or something. I was like, what a dork.
Hey, could you send just chat the link? I've got
Sure
I've got
can.
to get her email address in my Google, so I can send it and she can just walk in. Crack is whack, y'all,
Give me
and you need
1
to
second, I'll
let's
get
crack.
that sent out.
We're going to take it back old school tonight. Well, I thought we were, but Joey's not here.
Did you send him a link yet, or no?
Yeah, I started.
Or no?
He's got a Gmail link.
Oh, okay.
I tried to send.
Well, he was over with Steve, so he's probably finishing up there.
I tried to send him money today. I said in the stream last night that I was going to send Dottie and Joey $25 a piece. It worked out perfect because, and I do have to read some PayPal's. I had $75 in my account, in my PayPal this morning. Some of them I think had been there that I hadn't moved over. But I said I'll split it, and Joey wouldn't let me. He said, no, thank you, don't be upset, but,
I tried to say no too, but she didn't listen to me. So.
Well, you couldn't say no, because I already had your Venmo from...
You already had my Venmo, yeah.
From something in the past, and you knew all I had to do was go find it. I just didn't want to have to go find it.
I know.
And if I had Joey's, I'd slip it over to him too, but I don't.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's the least I can do when your ass is
Tiny
here.
Dancer says she's going to make a song on Uni. Can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, Mama T heard that too. He's going to go investigate what the lights were the next day. I wonder if he went in the woods and with the ghost roosters to find out what the lights were.
There's no chihuahuas running loose in the woods.
One day he's going to get all attacked by a gang of chihuahuas and ghost roosters and mysterious lights all at once. He's going to go, whoosh.
Can everyone go, like this video, please, ma'ams? He's my girl. Why is it? Well, it doesn't matter. I think on stream, Bull taught me how to crop. So when it is the meat on the screen, I can crop the meat. So even if I don't have it on full screen, the chat can't see my address bar because I've cropped it.
Star Lily asked what Google Hangouts is. It's what we use to talk all together.
Well, we actually use Meet now because you can boot. You can kick someone out. Shush. If you send a link to someone and they're like, they come in, porn bomb, or do something wrong, you can...
Like that.
Like that, yeah. You can boot them or mute them. And Google Hangouts, you can't. You would have to just shut down and start over. Why are you barking? You just come in the house. Come here.
Because he wants your attention, Mama.
He does it every time. Every night.
Hey.
Congratulations.
Hey, Chastity.
Hey, Dottie.
Hey, girl.
Of course your phone died and you missed it last night, huh?
Yes. I've had so many... My phone went dead so many times yesterday, and it had already went dead. I plugged it up, and my screen is cracked, and I think it's like pressing on something.
Yeah.
I heard you come in, and I'm like, oh, it's Dottie. And then that was it. I just said, F it, go to bed.
Can I just say, and I know I've made fun of KJ when she was like, look, somebody's hacking my account. 1, 2, 3, 4, just now. And we all laughed about that. Because she calls it hacked. It's not hacked. It's an attempt at a hack. Happened to me 4 times today in 7 minutes.
What?
I had to block 4 attempts at getting into my Google account today in 7 minutes.
Dang, someone's persistent.
Yeah, someone's psychotic. Someone's psychotic. That's what they are.
Yeah, it's messed up.
That's crazy. Well, make sure you're the 2-time authenticated, whatever.
That's the only reason that...
Triple protected, whatever you gotta do.
That's the only reason I was able to block it.
That's good.
Like my Instagram. Well, I'd rather
And
somebody.
now my passwords are all changed again, and they are so freaking random from a password generator that I don't even know what they are. I have to write them down.
That's good. I'd rather somebody get in my Instagram than I guess my Google, but it kept sending the numbers to my phone, and I'm like, well, you don't have this phone, so you're not going to be able to use it.
Well, it's still scary.
It is, because you don't know if it's just a random
And
kid, maybe.
my Gmail are not any accounts that I like. My Gmail I don't use for anything really. However, it's still like it's YouTube. They're probably trying to get my YouTube. I don't use the Gmail for anything. Like I've got an old account that I always use for anything business, whatever. But it's still crazy and a little bit psychotic.
And honestly, I think the more you just grow in the community, sadly,
Right.
that stuff is going to happen.
Is that
Guess
Cash
who would,
drinking water?
Yes,
right?
that's why he was
Is he?
barking at me.
He's like a bottomless pit. He's been drinking for like 5 minutes, and I was like,
I
oh,
thought it
what's
was a
that?
dryer, washer machine.
He was mad. Okay, I'll explain. In the kitchen, he has right now a metal. No, I took his metal dish outside because he was outside a lot today. In the kitchen right now, his bowl is plastic. He will not drink out of plastic. He will only drink out of glass. I don't, or mud puddles or ditches. He'll drink.
Mud puddles.
He'll drink anything outside, but in the house, he has to have a. He's got a white. It has to be white glass. I don't know why. He will drink out of his metal dish, his dog dish, but it's outside because he's outside a lot during the day.
That's crazy.
He's still drinking. He's gonna drink it all. So in 5 minutes, he'll be barking to get outside again.
He's gonna have to pee all that out. That's why.
Yeah, I know y'all think I neglect my dog, but he's got water in the kitchen and a glass dish. I just opened the door to the door to the room so he could get in and drink out of his dish.
Someone said their puppy drinks like that. I was gonna ask because I know it's been no, it hasn't been different here. My dog's been drinking more the past few weeks. I feel like I fill up his water bowl 4 or 5 times a day, which is a lot for him.
Ooh.
Dang,
Can
Cash.
He's just trying to drink it all. I
Greedy.
promise y'all. Cash, are you serious?
No, that's fine. We're just teasing.
No, because
Let him drink.
at this point he's doing it so he will have to go outside and pee. Hold on. No more water for you.
Hi, Charlotte. Glad you're
He
feeling
must have been
better.
so thirsty.
Yeah, because he's so spoiled he won't drink out of the plastic dish in the kitchen.
Yeah,
And
he
it was
wants
probably
to
hot
do
there
it.
today too.
Sammy Joe, do you have a dog with loose skin on his face like mine? Because my bulldog, I hate when he eats in the house because he'll walk around and pieces of dog food fall out of his lip, out of the the sides of his lips, where you know how bulldogs have the scrunchy faces.
Mm-hmm.
The
And
mushy faces.
he just drops dog food everywhere. He's a mess.
He's a cutie pie though. He's a big old baby.
He is someone messaged me today, or it might have been yesterday, I think it was, and said, I'm watching, I think, was it you, Megan? I'm watching your video, an old video, and Cash is raising Kane. And I said, is it when he was looking at the TV and Dottie had the, if she could find that right now, I'd put it on my TV and he'd raise hell. It was Unirock and Kyle gif of them singing. They look like Humpty Dumpty or Dumb and I don't remember which one.
They were Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
But I had to take a picture of him barking at the screen. Now he doesn't like cartoons at all. Like in the mornings, if I fall asleep with my TV on DVR, I wake up. It's my TV's reset for some reason to channel 4, which must be a kids channel, and he doesn't like kid songs. He'll bark.
That's funny. Look what Unirock did to him. Shame, shame, shame.
He's looking at me right now like, F you, Mom. I love
Hey,
you, Dad.
Kier.
Hey, Kier.
I didn't realize how interesting, or I guess how much personalities animals have until I own one as an adult.
Right.
You know, it's very different. And I guess other people with pets can understand when they're like, they're just one of the kids, or like they're part of the family.
Exactly.
They are, and they act like Maverick is my fourth child. Well, I can't have any more kids, anyways, by choice. But he will be the last. Hopefully, he'll be around for.
Stina Marie said, you guys remember that Hump Day Geico commercial with the camel? My dog used to lose his mind when it came on TV. And he like, Hump Day? Hey, guess what day it is? Hump Day! Hopefully your dog's not going nuts. Sorry, Stina.
So I'm gonna get my YouTube pulled up on my screen so I can always see what y'all are seeing. Oh, let me turn the volume down.
So now it's just a waiting game, right, Little Red? You applied for monetization. Now you just have to wait for them to approve it.
I think I did it right. I applied for the AdSense. I did it last night, but I did the email today where I did the AdSense account, and it said it is processing or in progress. It takes a few days, and then they have to verify that my account meets eligibility, which is 4,000 watch hours. And how many did I say I had? 45,000.
You have like 17,000.
Oh yeah. It was 45. Yeah. So I've got everything I need. It's just going to take. Comment that said a month. It didn't take Katie Joy Vlogs a month. So
KJ got like 2 days.
Right.
She probably applied for monetization before she started a channel. Before she posted a video on it, you know. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, honestly,
and I never honestly thought. I thought the super chat just came automatic once you got monetized, Catherine. Is that not the case? I'm so.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it was at 1,000. That's cool.
What? Who are you talking to?
That you get super chat at 1,000. I think that's cool.
No, super chat comes with monetization. I think. I didn't know you had to set it up. I'm gonna have to. Where did you send me that info?
Thanks everyone for the congratulations. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Maybe hers is faster. She already had an assets account. Probably. But don't you have to have a different one for each channel?
Yeah, they're all set up separately, I believe.
She said it was because she already had another channel. Oh, okay. Well, I already had another channel, but it wasn't monetized. And now
What do you guys think of our thumbnail today? Because we did a good job.
We did this,
awesome
y'all.
Job. All of us together. I thought that was so awesome.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right, girl.
Hey, Ashley.
Catherine said she sent it to a Facebook PM.
Okay, I want to read, and forgive me if I've read them all, but there's new people here maybe. I want to read the super chats I've got recently. I'll go the last, I don't know, what's today, the 23rd? I'll go to
Yep, the 23rd.
Christine, Crazy Christy, the 21st. I read this one last night. No, I didn't. Did I read Just Because You're Effing Awesome, Just Buying the Panda some beer, cheers. For 25. For 25.55. Yeah. Chastity, of course, sent me 25 the night before last. Then Christine again last night for 15. That's the one I definitely read because she sent me a little note not to read with it. And Maria Mendez, thank you so much. I know I haven't read that one. $10. Thank you for the work you put into your great channel. 1K subs will be here before you know it. So this was right before it happened. And when it happened, how did it? I don't even remember. It's like a blur. Imagine that. Someone said, "Lil Red, go check your sub count." Isn't that how it happened? And I said, "No."
Yeah. And we're all dancing around celebrating. Then Lil Red started crying. Yeah. I've never let you live that down.
Well, I mean, I cry every night, just about. So.
Tears of joy, though. Tears
Yeah.
of joy.
Yeah,
I
which
was
is
like, I know she's gonna cry. I knew she. Whatever happened, I know she was crying. But yeah, it was well needed.
well, I cried twice in the last 7 days. I cried when that little baby girl
Yeah.
was confirmed, and last night, of course.
Tiny Dancer says, fun fact, Little Red lost her panda head the next morning for a good 10 minutes. And Craft Happy Tammy said Cash tried to save Little Red from that panda eating her.
The panda was trying to eat Mommy's head.
He didn't like that. Get that off of her.
Hey, Sandy Sunday, T Queen, Ashkey, Nicole Pike. And
Sandy Sunday said, did someone say pArTy? pArTy.
I feel hungover like I did party, but I did not.
Wait, Ashkey said, I wake up and check every morning. I can admit I'm a little red, not too much stalking. What do you check what every morning? Did you check my sub count?
Yeah, she wanted to see if you're getting close to 1,000.
Oh, we're at 1,010.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know what I waited for today, all day, for someone to take it away, for someone to unsub so I would be less than 1,000.
No.
And I took a nap, and I've gained a few. I'm going to quit talking about it now because it's happened. It was just a milestone that, he's eating my teddy bear. Watch.
Shame on him.
What the hell?
Charlotte said, someone actually told me in my comments that YouTube is recommending my videos, so I'm happy about that.
Yes.
Charlotte, that's awesome.
You see?
Yeah.
What? Right. I can't do it. You see that teddy bear in the mirror? He's usually sitting up against the dresser. And
there you go.
Let me get it up. Quit eating my doggone teddy bear.
Charlotte, are you at 1,000 yet? We need to get you there.
I don't verbally abuse my
You're
dog
not.
online.
And me too. That's why I said I'm next.
Next for
Hopefully.
what? Next
Well,
for
Charlotte, is it okay if I share your link in here so people can go to your channel?
next for what, Chastity?
To hit 1,000.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm in no rush, but Charlotte's getting she's got a lot of views. So yeah, your name's got into the rhythm, definitely.
Who? Charlotte?
Yeah. It's a lot of people who like.
Yeah, people making these videos. I love that there's more and more people making them. I'm happy to share the links. I would like to say that if y'all have seen Katie tweeting, arguing with people, telling them to stop it, telling her that she shouldn't have monetized those videos, and she said it's the only way. First, she tried to say that that's what YouTube expects if you're in the partner program. That's not true. You can have videos that aren't monetized. Secondly, she says the only way to get the video recommended. I had a video that hit the algorithm when I had less than 500 subs. It was in several people's recommended list because of how many people watched it. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was one that I scheduled, and it wasn't the last one that was huge views, but it was the first one I had. I can't remember what it was about. But it hit the algorithm. So she's a liar. She's got enough views, especially when she did that one, that it would have hit the algorithm. She's just not going to miss a buck.
I've almost added her like 2 or 3 times today.
You did what? You almost tagged her?
Yes. And I'm like, okay, stop, Cassie, because you're mad and you don't really feel good, and you're gonna like just go off, and then you might not have Twitter or YouTube. Um, so if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be like I'm gonna go out with a bang. Um,
Well, the first time on Twitter, you just get a First time it's like 12 hours. Second time it's a week or a month.
yeah.
You get a couple chances usually. I'm not saying every time, but I think I got the 3 strikes and you're out with my little red, my first little red account.
I didn't like. I think that was today I shared, or maybe not. I've seen this video, but maybe it was yesterday. Basically, where she was saying that Janelle was not a victim, and I really wanted to just
So
say,
has
well,
you're right. So as she went back to the stream to the videos that she did where she proclaimed Janelle was a victim and poor her and taking them down so she doesn't make money off of them anymore.
this was from a year ago. I went back. This was a year ago. I pulled it from, or clipped it, or screen recorded, whatever you called it, from when she was talking about her over a year ago. And she said because she's volatile. And okay, yeah, Janelle's like a feisty one, and I get what she's saying, but you can't. She's still a victim of DV, and for her to say that, I was just thinking. So if I fought back, does that make me not a victim in anything that I was a victim of? Or if I didn't fight back, it just like, what do you mean, lady? And then it was something else. She said, oh, when she tried to make fun, that was just like a couple hours ago, I think, of that lady's satin bow. Like,
Me and Dottie talked about that on Meets
really?
before I hit live. So really, headband queen is going to make fun of someone with the side bow made out of the same material as her shirt. Are you kidding me?
Come
She
make
got
fun
her
of, I
hair
wouldn't do
done,
Shannon.
and
Come make fun of mine.
so we're over here trying not to make fun of her looks, and she's making fun of people's looks while she's wearing a headband.
Yeah.
So I
It makes it
commented.
so difficult.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten a lot of great messages from people with content to post, and I'm going to get to it. I do want to watch some more of the, unless there's something better that I missed today because I watched no YouTube today. I want to finish watching. I want to watch something of hers. Like we started one last night and we didn't.
I shared a Reddit video. It's short, maybe like 4 minutes or so, just showing how KJ's lies have changed over the last year. I think that'd be a good
Did
one
you share
to
it
go
on
over.
Twitter?
I shared it in our group DM on Twitter.
Her looks have definitely changed
She
as
is,
well.
and the things she talks about, like she can't drink alcohol because of her son. Yeah, okay.
Well, what's
It's just
stopping you?
the hypocrisy is crazy. So that would be a good one to watch too.
Someone just DM'd me that I put down other creators and say they beg for likes or donos. Now that you are monetized, you are in your stream begging for likes. I'm not monetized yet, first off. Secondly, I've always asked people to like my videos, and I'm not begging for chat. So,
Wow. You're always going to have people who are going to try to put you down. So it's best just to try to ignore it. And do your best.
And they also sent me a private like a Facebook thing and said it's like a private Facebook and said I just saw this. Why don't you go away?
Probably who was trying to mess with your stuff. Like I was thinking about not too long ago that's funny they did that when you hit 1,000, and that just shows how sick and jealous people are. I don't know what they were gonna do with the Google account besides YouTube. it's just sick. And if you can't
Cash
be
is in there
happy for
tearing
somebody,
something.
move on. Like, just move on, you know?
Who you think's gonna pay for Katie's chin implant to be
I mean, who
fixed?
gives a damn if I ask people to go like my channel? Like, what is it?
We are her, or they are her
Or
subs.
actually, go dislike
Exactly.
it. I don't give a crap if it's like or dislike. Do
Have you
either.
noticed that? I put sub or dislike. I usually put sub or dislike. We're not picky on yours since you've been saying that.
And also, and I don't see it, Dottie. If it's wait, is it the one that looks like a man? Oh wait, yes it is. I don't. I'm not ashamed of the fact that I am happy that this channel has 1,000 people now. I never intended to get 1,000 subs. I never thought it would happen. I know people who have been at YouTube for a year that started a year ago and still don't have 1,000. And they're getting. But you never post content. I'm talking about people with content, with like a lot of content. You don't do a whole lot. I'm every night. So doing it every night is like the people I know that weren't doing it every night. I'm here every night because I love being here every night. How many
Yeah,
days?
but if
I've
you
missed,
look at any YouTube video,
2
they all say
days?
like, subscribe, share. You know, everyone says to like their video, so it's not just you. So I wouldn't even worry about it.
And since I'm here,
Bad for actually, I don't say that.
who's is that
Probably
me?
I should. Like I may comment.
Are you getting a is somebody getting a message?
Sorry,
Going down.
Okay, I just like noises freak me out. I didn't know if it was me somewhere or not. I'm not going to apologize for being excited about hitting 1,000. I'm not going. I mean, I'm not. I shouldn't have to. I'm excited about it. I never started for that reason. The more people see us, the more people see. My content's gotten better as far as I have been better and done better. So, thank you for your DMs, KJ, but I just blocked you.
You've
You know
came,
you're on her radar.
yeah. You came a long way. Well, in a year, let's just say, from an outsider. Let's say I'm not on this panel. I hear of this lady who did this horrible stuff to, of the queen of YouTube. You know, whatever. And now she has a channel, and look, like that. Red, that pisses people off. KJ's probably hot as hell. She's probably big mad, as they call it.
She's big, man.
But that's their issue, and I'm personally
Cash.
proud of you. Everybody's personally proud of you. We're just proud of you, and you have every right to be proud of yourself. And like somebody said in the comments, if they go out of their way to freaking message you and say something like that, just delete them and block them. I wouldn't even.
Well, I think I know who that person is anyway. Honestly.
That's sad. Well, that's really sad.
I mean,
Ashkey said it pretty well. She said, delete that message, Little Red. Remember your own words. You get nothing but positive DMs
which is
and
usually
rarely
true.
get negative. Things will now turn since you're a real threat now. We're winning over here, so don't let it bother you.
Thank you, Ashley. And we are winning, but just winning in the sense that I was told this couldn't happen. We could not have a nice chat where everyone was welcome, and we have proven that we can. And of course, there's gonna be trolls, and there's gonna be people try to work against us. And yes, I'm trying to change my language. I'm trying to change and be careful about what I post. If I'm going to be monetized, why not try to make money? I mean, why not try to be monetized and get the views? If I'm getting the views, why shouldn't I? Like, you know, I'm here every night. I love y'all. What's
But
wrong
it's
with
not
asking?
your primary reason for doing anything.
Absolutely not. I just never thought this would happen. But like Joey keeps reminding me, like you're, because I talked to him in length, and this national pandemic has really jacked up my schedule, and I've lost. I mean, stuff's different. It's a struggle in life. right now for everyone. So
Yes.
why
Just
not
like
take
in the
advantage
3
of it?
months, the 3 months that I've known you, like doing this with you, you've changed so much. You were angry when you started.
I was
You
angry.
you cussed everybody. You cussed everybody out. And now look at you.
Well,
Well,
I
I'm glad I
was
came at the right time because you would have cussed me out. That would have been the topic.
how did you like when you started here? Did you lurk for a while without speaking, or did you come right straight in? I don't remember. I'm sure you've told me, but my memory.
Is shot. Or shat.
Mm.
No, you invited. I think you invited me.
I saw your
I think you
video.
just came over and I
No, I'm
said,
not.
"Hey."
I'm not talking about in the meet. I'm talking about to watch my videos. How did you find me?
Oh, Google or I searched your name and I was really confused because it was late and there was like different people talking. I'm like, who are these people? And I'm like trying to figure out, okay, is this the group that she keeps telling us about? And I'm listening. I could not get over because they're okay. If you go back to my like if you go look through my content, because I do have a lot of content, if you go through my content, I say, hey y'all. Also I've said let's listen like quite a few times. And I'm like, who is this woman and where is she from? And it was like, I don't know, we spoke the same language and I was like, I'm either gonna love her, I'm gonna not like her at all. Like it's gonna be one or the other. And I love you. So
I love you.
that
Yay.
and then when I that was after, so when I mentioned your name, I didn't know, I hadn't spoke to you. So I wasn't gonna really say much. I wanted to acknowledge like that I'm aware of this account is not who you're saying it is, but I didn't know anything about you to give an opinion on you. And then some people don't like their name being mentioned, and I didn't want any drama from anybody. So, but yeah, you weren't like that at all. You were like, "Hey, that's the girl who took up for me," and I was like, "Okay, cool." Like, I wish I would have went harder for you, but yeah.
Oh,
Well, I just wanted to read something from the chat real quick. Stina Marie says there are plenty of monetized channels with creators who cuss. So I guess we can slip one in here now and then. And also Craft Happy Tammy says, now we have to remind you not to say sorry all the time.
Yes.
yeah. I've seen other creators. I mean, that's just my personality. I apologize to people if they feel bad for something I had nothing to do with. I'm like, I'm sorry you feel bad. I just have that kind of let me make everybody happy.
Your changes have been so positive, Little Red. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank
I
you.
see the changes, and you're doing the right things to grow your channel, and that's the important thing. We can still make fun of people, though.
But
We're
I
allowed.
did not do. I will tell you, I did not do the changes. The cussing. I realize I have a lot of viewers in here that most of I like commented and said it doesn't affect. All it does is change the ads you do get on your channel. It doesn't stop you from being monetized. So that's not why. But I do want to be respectful for the people in my chat who don't cuss. I'm trying, and I quit making fun of people's looks because with KJ there's enough shit about her in real life,
Yes.
like about her insides, that why attack her looks? Because I don't think excuse me, I don't think I'm ugly. I don't think I'm a beauty queen. So there's no reason for me to attack her looks. There's enough about her to talk. Craft Happy Tammy. No, I'm not a nurse. I am in the ER. I am administrative, but I also have to be I also have to, like, I do get to help do stuff like I have to stay CPR certified and CPI certified to work with psych patients and do CPR. And the doctors are very good. If I ever say, can I go in the room with you? I want to see that bone sticking out. They're great about that. I love the gory part.
Phew.
I do. There's nothing better.
You might
I
as
love.
well be a nurse. Like you do,
I
you probably
wish.
do everything they do. Are we still buffering? Are we buffering bad?
I don't see the spinny thing on my screen that I usually see. Thank you, Catherine.
Let us know how it's going. It might be YouTube. We don't know for
Hey,
sure.
April Maybird. Hey, Amzy. Amzy's the one that sent me the screenshots of the moment I hit 1,000.
Yay, MZ. April Penord said, I'm just glad I found this channel. I find it so positive for all I've been through lately. The days I'm in pain, it feels good to come in and listen to your chat like today, my head, since I'm in pain. Well, I'm happy we can help you, April.
Yeah, and
Anything that helps.
Yeah.
I got the best message this morning, and imagine this, it made me cry. Imagine that. Are we
No
still?
way.
Are we still buffering? I'm gonna have to get a video card. I don't know the IT guy that recommended this computer. Out of the kindness of his heart, bought me a power source. But yeah, you're right. Like it was like probably $50 at least, and it goes inside. And he offered to put it in for me, but my son can do that. He won't let me pay him. All he knows is I have a channel. He doesn't know what it is. But he's an IT guy, so he may have found it by now.
Thank you. I know you're secretly watching. She appreciates you,
Who?
cutie.
Who? What? Oh, he bought me a power source, which I don't know how to explain it because I'm not really sure, but it's basically my computer set up because I bought the same computer that he bought. He recommended it from Amazon, and the power cord it has is good for like 575, and just this unit runs 500. It uses 500, so the monitors and everything, he says it will possibly need a little bit more, especially if I buy a video card, which I'm gonna have to do. I think if that I've got to ask Bull if that's why we're buffering. I don't know. That could be a YouTube.
Yeah, it could
No,
be.
Mama T, I haven't thought about that, but I will do that tomorrow. I will go look into it. How much does PO boxes
It's been
cost?
fickle lately.
Like, does anyone have a PO box, and do you have to pay by the year, and how much does it cost? Because I had to buy an AC compressor today for my Mustang, and let me tell y'all, $250 for a air conditioner compressor on a car that doesn't have an air conditioner, but it's burning the belt up because it's locked up and won't spin.
Oh man.
So $250 for something that doesn't even work because it needs a heater core, which is a $50 part, but $800 in labor because it's 8 hours.
Ouch.
It's an 8-hour labor job. I have a friend that'll do it for $300, but I just don't have an extra. I mean, I do have an extra Mustang I could drive, but I just don't feel like doing it right now. That's a lot of money. I can't afford it right now.
Yeah, that is. I agree with what Craft Happy Tammy said. 6 to a year on the. That's how it is here for the PO box.
6 months and a year to pay, and how much for 600 or for 6 months? 50 to 100.
I think it's less than $20 a month. I don't remember honestly because it was so long ago when we set ours up. And it's drafted, but
I just really hate. My mom had a PO box like for 20 years, and she just got a mailbox. So I could have just.
It depends on the size of the box you get as well.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you get a little small one, it's like hardly anything. And
what is pull a Kendra and do it yourself? Oh, I absolutely. My friend helped me with the belt because it's hard to get the belt on, the cert belt, but I can absolutely. I'm going to take the air conditioner compressor off by myself, and because I have to have it for the core charge, but when I put it back on, I can put it on by myself. It's just a bolt, but it's getting the belt, that cert belt, back on is not as easy. You have to have like some leverage.
If you want to get a PO box, just go to USPS.com, and you can look.
Oh, you don't have to go to the post office?
You can do you will eventually to get a key, but you can actually purchase it on their website and choose the size of the box and what post office you want to have it
I
at.
didn't know that.
You can do everything online these days.
Well, I can do that tonight
Everything.
when we get off of here.
There you go. And then they'll issue a box number, and you'll probably just have to go get the key.
And then I will totally post my P.O. box in the description of my channel.
And keep in mind,
Oh, Tiny Dancer, that little power source has umpteen cords coming out of it. Like, there's no way in heck. My son was supposed to come Sunday before he went back home, because he lives a couple hours from here. He didn't come. Imagine that. So I'm either going to, I don't know. That the IT guy offered to come do it for me, but I don't know about that. I could take my computer to work and let him do it. He's just such a sweetheart. Like, for him to buy that, I didn't know he was buying it. He messaged me and said, I bought something for you. You're going to need it for your computer. And I was like, do you have PayPal? And how much do I owe you? He said, nothing. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then when he delivered it to my work on Sunday or Saturday, whatever, one day this last weekend when I worked. And it was his day off. But he's like, yeah, I have to go get a haircut near you anyway. So I went outside to meet him. He's just such a nice guy. And then he went down to my department yesterday. He didn't mention the part that he bought me, but he said, congrats on the baby. I saw that on the internet.
So he does watch. Hey, IT guy.
Hey, Stewie. He's so sweet.
Hi, Stewie.
There you go.
Come on and say hi.
I think he's married. I'm pretty sure he's married, so he's just a super nice dude, man. We're supposed to call an IT number when something's wrong with our computers or phones or anything at work, and that sends us to someone hours away, and they put in a ticket, and you might get help or you might not later. I just always just call his work desk number and tell him, and he'll come right down and fix it. I bypass calling the IT. That goes to all the hospitals. Little Red in love. No, Little Red will never be in love again. Ever. I was with a dude for 7 years, and something's wrong with my
say
liver.
Never.
I think the ex-husband effed up my heart.
Guess what? I never said I'd get married again. Here I am engaged. So there you go.
Yep.
Well, I know people who've been engaged for 15 years and don't get married. Are you getting married?
We've been engaged for like 3.
Do I get
Eventually,
invited to the wedding?
We originally, of course you'll be.
Because I've never been to the state. Hey, Keno. Do you want to come in and talk, or are you going to be all shy again tonight? Yes, ma'am, I sure can. Dottie, can you don't have a way. Hold on. Let me see if I
To what?
I'll do it. Because I don't think you can send Keno a link unless you're friends with her on Facebook.
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
Doesn't have to come in, Charlotte.
Can someone send me the link? Because I don't have it.
Girl, all you have to do is go to the Hangout or the Meet, click on that little eye, see where the eye is.
Yeah, but I have her on Facebook, and I don't have Facebook on this
I'll
computer.
share it to your Twitter DM.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Or should I put it in
the Twitter DM, one? Twitter DM or Facebook.
Twitter DM. Okay, here it comes. What would you do without me? I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Me either.
You'll survive, because I'm not here all the time.
And I want to tell you, Keno, I love you, and I know we've talked, and I know you're hot about some stuff I've told you. I love her. She's she said, I'll be your bulldog. but we're not talking. We're just happy tonight. We're talking happy stuff. So, no bulldogging tonight. I love you though, and I just got your message, Catherine, about how to do that, and thank you so much.
Oh, your PO box. Before I forget, be careful where, or be mindful of what town you put it in. You know, because that people love to. Some people put in the
Do
city
you
they
have to?
live
What do
in.
you have, like? How's that work with names? If you have a PO box, did they have to have your name? They can put anything, right? I could
You
put
You
have
can
your
put it
name.
in Robin, whatever last name you want. I'm
like that
sorry.
Rob Little.
You
That's my Facebook little red account, Rob
you
Little.
could do that
They
and
don't
put
ask for
just then it's the
ID.
PO box.
They do
I think they
here.
do to set up, but you can put on who else uses the PO box, and I would put in us, your alias, if that's what you want it
Yeah.
sent to.
Or I could do a. Can you do a business PO box?
Yes, absolutely. Just name it Little Red Y'all. There you go. Good night, Ashkey. Thanks for coming. Go get
Thank
some
you for
sleep.
coming. I hate to see you go.
Good night. You can't even type. I understand.
All right, I've got. Hold on. I'm messaging back. My girl Kino. Kino.
Hello, everybody.
Hey
Hey,
girl. Hey.
Hi.
Kino.
Hi.
Did you
Thanks for coming
see? Did you
in.
see? We hit 1,000.
Yes, I did. Congrats.
Thank you. It
Oh my
was
God, I'm
very
so
unexpected. You said what?
I'm shy right now. Okay.
Don't be shy.
Don't
What
be
are you shy?
shy.
Y'all give me just one
You're
second. Hold on. Hash.
It's
The
just
rest of
us.
us can be loud and obnoxious for you. How's that?
I'm not too loud, am I, you guys?
No, you're fine.
Good.
You're fine.
Okay.
I'm the loud one, I guess. I don't know.
How are
Can
you
be if I
feeling,
want to be.
Dottie?
Um, little day, every day gets a little better. I'm just, thing that's lingering is I'm so tired all the time.
Oh.
Like, I could sleep day and night, literally. I'm like, when does this part get better?
Yeah, they say you're
So,
supposed to sleep, get rest when you
I'm back.
have COVID, but they said
yep,
not to let it take you down.
Do you have
right.
COVID?
No,
No,
she asked me how I was doing. Oh,
I
sorry.
had it back in November.
Hmm.
I will.
Mhm.
Um, where am I at? You had. Oh yeah, yeah. You told me you had it. Before they knew it.
Yes, a few people that I knew had it back in November. Yeah.
Thank you, She Wolf. So happy for you. Congrats.
Ash Key says, Dottie, ask Kino the bangin' din din she made tonight.
What'd you
What'd
make?
you make, Kino? I'm hungry.
I have made mustard greens with
I don't.
veggie cornbread and
Mm.
barbecue chicken.
I don't know if
That
I've ever
sounds
had mustard
delicious.
greens. I like collards. I don't like turnips. I don't know if I've ever had mustard.
I mixed some kale in with them too.
Yeah.
That sounds really good.
Since I'm a vegetarian and everything.
Thank. Are you? You've told me that. I knew
Yes.
that. Working at a fast food place, eating vegetarian food. I hear you, girl.
Yes, for 8 years now.
That's
Yeah.
Well, I
amazing.
don't know how you do it. I like my meat.
I
Holy
think
crap.
I could. I think I could be a vegetarian, but I like shrimp, and I like steak.
Yes, that's my two meats that I eat, or
That you like,
yeah, that I like. Yeah.
but it's hard for me to keep. Like it's hard for me to eat meat. It hurts my stomach. I mean,
Mhm.
it just makes me fill up too fast, and if I don't, there's also some vegetables like broccoli. I love broccoli, but if I eat it,
Mhm.
it fills me up too fast, and I can't eat a lot. I can't and I lose weight. So in order to keep my weight up, I try to stay away from stuff that
It was hard at first. It was hard at first.
I think
Well, I
it's
grew up eating
easy.
potatoes, so I don't think I could ever be a vegetarian, honestly.
I never could have before I had stomach surgery. Now I think I could.
So Crazy Christy says the only meat I've eaten in the past 10 years is my husband. Not even kidding.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right?
Of course, that's what Skino's talking about. I love this chat. Look, y'all.
That's funny.
We are absolutely talking about nothing right now, and look how many people are here that are just here to hang out and enjoy each other's company. I love y'all.
Sometimes it's good to have a conversation without drama and a lot of BS in it.
Oh hell yeah!
Agreed.
And we will probably get to some drama and BS before we get out there. I'm still waiting for some. Oh, I had this. What is this video about?
The one that says 1 year ago.
Yeah.
It points out everything she said then, but what she does differently now. It's just a big old contradiction. It really shows her hypocrisy. I think it's a good video for us to watch. It's only like 4 minutes long. It's pretty quick.
Okay, we'll watch it. Y'all let me know, not in the meet, but in the chat, if
Okay.
you can hear. Like, I know Dottie and Kino and Chastity may not be able to hear it. Why didn't I see it? 1 year ago, there it is. And I'm like,
No, I'm gonna mute and listen on the computer.
and hey, the delay's less. How the heck did that happen?
I can't get intoxicated at all because my son needs 24-hour a day, 7-day a week care with his medications, with his needs. And there have been times in the middle of the night that we have had to take
Can I
him
chat here?
by ambulance to the hospital. So my husband and I, we don't use any drugs. Did I, at one point in my life, smoke pot? Yeah, I did. Have I tried a lot of drugs in my life? I have. Mental health. And that's another reason why I can't do drugs is I am on medications for ADHD that are counterintuitive or interactive with my Adderall. And yes, I take Adderall, but I only take Adderall as prescribed by my doctor. I have never, ever, in the entire 2 years I've been on this medication, taken more than a recommended dose outside of paralyzing paranoia about getting things done. So if I am anything, counterindicated, yes, there you go. So yes, being on a stimulant can make you thinner, which I am, but just because I'm thin and maybe pick my hands or play with my hair, that doesn't mean I'm a drug addict. Offensive. Next question. I assume you have a little problem with alcohol.
Oh wait, time out.
Since I just covered...
Let's
Yeah, what'd she say about it?
time out.
Bargaining?
Let y'all just remind me after this video to address the subject that she put out a tweet today or yesterday saying someone in the know, because that's her, like, she likes drop these words like in the know, feet on the ground, boots on the ground, whatever. That a list of reasons that Michael Long is or is not a good person, and one of them is he stays up all night. One of them is him and his wife have lost weight, and they won't work. And she was insinuating they were on speed. So please let's address that after, and also the fact that she's going after the dad challenge. We did not. I've had several people DM me about that. I do want someone to fill me in because I haven't followed up.
The same question
Let's listen.
with drugs, I will address it with alcohol. I can't even tell you how far from the truth this is. I never have.
Her
more
laugh
than one.
irritates me. Like it's
This is a place where you can come and feel like you have a friend. And I don't want any more kids.
she didn't want. Shut up, Ron.
Fix up a better backdrop for your show. Is this seriously the kind of stuff that you guys worry about? Because you need to have it on me.
She sounds. Never mind.
But thanks for your assumption.
Thank you. Thanks.
I bet you used to be a big party girl.
I wish I could.
I was a huge party girl.
She's trying to sound.
I don't see her being a party girl at all. I think she was that stuck up, snotty,
No.
too good for everything.
I think she was
That's my impression.
I don't. I think she was the unpopular. No one liked her. And on my other monitor, I've got her Amy Duggar King video pulled up with her stink face on. We didn't finish last night. We played it for 2 hours and only got 4 minutes in.
Commentary, baby, commentary.
She can't say I don't
in
do
my,
commentary.
20s. I was not the life of the party. My favorite holiday to decorate for is Yule. We don't celebrate Christmas in our house. We celebrate Yule. And it's a lot more fun on this platform because I can interact with all of you and have a more one-on-one relationship. And I can still tell my stories and I don't have to worry so much about all of the editing that goes with it. I want to understand.
She wants to have a one-on-one relationship with her subs. Now she seems like she's super irritated with them lately.
She treats them like chat. That's why they're over here in my chat. And a lot of them don't feel like they can talk for a long time. Like, I get messages, people saying, I've been watching your chat for months, I don't ever speak, and probably because they know they will get booted or blocked.
She's sorry.
You're all welcome here. Everyone's welcome here. If you're seeing her slowly, I am not one of the people who says screw all her fans, because a lot of people in my chat right now used to be fans, moderators, subs, whatever. I won't say fans. That's her word. She is not famous. She just wishes she was. Let's listen.
Understand things before I speak about them. I don't like talking about things I don't know. I think we sound really dumb that way.
Since when does she not like talking?
I do mispronounce things all the time. What makes you not
Like-
know is if you're saying
Like names all the time. Names that with a Spanish studies degree, you should be able to pronounce Naya Rivera or whatever. Was it Rivera? You should be able to pronounce a Hispanic name. In my opinion, allegedly.
things
Hey, Ronan.
that don't match or are inaccurate to what you're talking about. That you are good with babies and small children.
No, she's not.
Nope.
I only have one kid for a reason.
She don't like kids. I told you that. She don't like them. She doesn't like kids.
She only had kids probably because her friends were having kids, and she
Which
wanted to
is
be like
fine. Or her husband wanted one. It's fine not like kids. I didn't for a long time. Like, it's not that I didn't like them. I didn't like the way people don't raise their kids right. But the face she had in that, how long is it? Hour and 27-minute video with Amy Duggar, because that woman brought her child on, disgusts me. Also, I would like to also get to the part of the Critical K video where they argued, because I still have not seen that. If anyone has that argument clipped, I didn't see it.
It's hard for me to pay attention to chat,
Let's listen.
especially at night, because around this time my medication wears off.
And I can drink. Hey, Dawn,
And I
political.
love girls that are like between, and that sounds terrible, but I love working with like children and from about 12 to 14 years old. I'm getting better at not caring what people think. I always wanted to fit in. I constantly felt like I couldn't fit in. And then I moved into an area where I live now where women are not very welcoming and very like Stepford wives. And I've been kicked out of like
It's not because they're
multiple groups
Stepford wives.
because I
It's
say it like it
because
is. Like, I
you're
don't have
stupid.
tolerance for bad parenting. And where I live, everyone drinks. And so, because I don't drink, I'm not popular.
Dottie, do you,
That's how it is in the upper Midwest, though, for real. Everyone does drink here. I ain't gonna lie.
Dottie, do you care if I share your Venmo in my chat?
That's fine, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I downloaded it and I couldn't find you.
I'm there, I promise.
No, I know. I just guess I'm like, okay, I didn't.
I found it with, and I could have found it with your phone number, but I used the link you gave me.
If you use the @ and .mo68, it should be there.
Because I honestly, I think last night in my beer coma, I said you can send her or Joey PayPal through me and just make a note that's for them.
Beer coma.
But I don't want that responsibility and then miss one. And you know what I'm saying? So I'll just let y'all get Dottie's. And there's an @ in front of it.
Yeah.
DOTTMO.
DOTMO68.
Okay, I had the number wrong. I wanted to say this too. She just in a recent video said something about her son actually enjoys decorating for Halloween and Christmas. So there's another.
I only started using.
Well, I mean that's fine.
Sorry.
Of course, I know people who are not Christian. They don't have. If you have children and you are atheist, don't take that away from your child. That fun, you know what I mean? So.
No, I totally do. Yeah. And it's bonding with your kids.
You're atheist, right? Or agnostic? What are you?
Me?
Who, me?
I'm Christian.
No, Chastity. I thought she was agnostic. Or
no, and I'm Christian too.
What about?
I've never discussed my religion.
Okay. That's fine too. For some reason I thought you said you were atheist. It's everyone that I knew before I started my channel, like because I was in Steve's community. Everyone was atheist. It's Joey is right now atheist, but he's changed a lot, and people do. Like, he was Christian at one time. Or maybe Catholic. I have a terrible memory. I don't remember. So people changed their opinions or their views. So
maybe I've said this. Sorry, maybe I've said this because this is how I feel. I was born and raised Christian, so like all up in the church every
Wednesday and Sunday.
Yeah, all the time. Church of God in Christ. Well, any church from where I'm from is church. So I just have a lot of questions. That I'll say that I have a lot of questions, and
right, and that's that's fair.
That's where I'm at right now.
And Sam made a good point saying Christmas isn't a religious holiday unless you make it religious. It can be commercial, it can be religious, it's whatever you put into it.
Well, it's how you choose to, I guess, but to me it is a religious holiday because it's the birth.
Yeah, I do believe that. My kids are raised, or they are told, like, y'all don't have to get gifts because this is not what Christmas is about. So.
Oh, me too. Absolutely.
I didn't mean to say right on that. Yeah.
One year, like when my babies were, and don't take this wrong. I know this might make people like infuriated, but it was my boys were 2 weeks, and the oldest one was just turned 2 years old because they're 12 days apart and they were both born in December. The Christmas, I don't know if my baby was born yet, but I know that my oldest one was. And my husband had a helper because he was in the business he was in. He was I'm not even going to say, I give too much information out for the trolls, I think. But he had a helper who was a Hispanic dude, and he was like, what are y'all doing for Christmas? Do y'all celebrate Christmas? He was like, yeah, we do, but we will, celebrate with family and dinner, but, I mean, the dude was making $8 an hour. He said, I just don't have the money, because this guy was sending most of his money home to Mexico, to his family. So we bought our baby, because he had no clue what Christmas was, a little bit of stuff for us that we needed, like diapers, outfits, and a few toys, like cheap toys. And we bought that guy a Christmas present. We bought his wife a present from him, and a bunch of stuff for his kids. We didn't, and it took all our money because we didn't have money. So
Aw.
we didn't buy anything for our family. Like my I think we bought our parents gifts, but we didn't do gifts for my his brothers' children, and we told them sorry we didn't have the money this year. Um, but I mean we just didn't. But that guy cried that morning that we took him to work, and we were sharing a car then, so I would take him to work. My husband, we were poor back then, so when we took that to work that morning, he started crying. It was the best feeling, even though it was
Very cool.
it was embarrassing for me with my family to tell them that I couldn't buy gifts for them, but it was a good feeling. It was totally worth it.
I highly suggest if you can do it. That we have the angel tree here, or if you just know somebody, we do that. We let the kids.
I do that now, but back then we didn't have the money because the angel tree, like there was a list. Um, when I say we bought the dude's Christmas, we bought his wife like an outfit, a coat or a robe, and a necklace or some jewelry or something, and then we bought the kids a bunch of toys. And we bought him something. I think my husband bought him a winter coat because he only had his work winter coat, and I'm not sure what else we bought him. Um, we bought the kids a bunch of toys, but we bought them from like uh, cheap places, like Family Dollar, Walmart. I mean, we spent a couple $100, which to us was a lot back then, but it's a good feeling to help people like that.
Mhm.
And it was the angel tree we were going to do back when we were poor like that, but the stuff we couldn't. I don't know. It was just like it to help someone that needed it is just where we went.
Oh no, I totally agree on that. I'm just saying we do that every other year. We'll let them grab a kid's name just to show them, I guess, how fortunate they are. Because my kids, they have a lot of family from like dad's side and grandparents and aunts, uncles. So we really don't have to buy a thing if we didn't want to, and it would be good. But but just to show them, like, because you know how they'll put like the kid's main gift, and it may be a bike, and they'll look at, well, I just threw like $2 away. Yeah,
Right?
exactly. And someone's wanting a bike, or it may
Yeah.
be markers, or just it's something small that my kids probably done took for granted, and so it's more of a lesson too. Um, yeah, but that's just a suggestion.
Right.
Yeah, I don't remember Christmas at all. I remember the big trees and stuff like that. It's a kind of like a touchy subject to me because I was the black sheep of the family and I always like to be by myself.
Girl joined a dang
Mhm.
club. Me too. As an adult, not as an adult, as a uh, mid 20-year-old, I
Hmm.
kind of turned into a black sheep after I left my husband because you know maybe no. I'll back up. When I met my husband, I kind of
Hmm.
turned into black sheep. I'm so a loner. Um,
Yes, I was definitely like that through my childhood. I didn't like to be around anybody, but because I was raised on a farm, when I would go to my dad's on the weekend, I would just like to be with the animals. That's it.
I mean, the
Oh,
animal ain't never gonna just you
I
can
didn't want to
hurt.
be around my family for some reason. I did
I
just
love
didn't
I,
want to be.
I love my family, but
Me too.
I love my family, but I am a very just loner. I I me and my mom are super tight, so I see her a lot. But I mean, I've got
Hmm.
a brother that I haven't talked to in months. I'll text him, and we text back and forth. Um, I just don't keep up with people. And it's
Yeah.
my best friend in real life. I'll go a year or two and not see her, and she lives 20 minutes from me. I saw her recently. We'll go a month and not text each other. Sometimes
Well,
longer.
and
And
in my family,
it's
there's eight.
it's totally
Well,
my fault,
there's 8 boys, and there were 6 girls.
right?
So I had a big family. Yeah. And the only one I get along with is my brother Clint. He's a sweetie. He's
This
like my best friend.
It's crazy that the delay is so much less all of a sudden right now. It's like 4 seconds where it usually is 30.
Oh, it improved.
Yeah.
Okay,
They want to see the faces.
let's listen to a little bit more. Let's listen.
Popular and I'm not fun. My job is this, oddly. I make enough money, like, doing this kind of stuff. Seriously.
Seriously.
Munchausen's by proxy, and they thought that I could be a really good advocate for them, and so they reach out to me. Because you never really know who sees you, and I think that I'm really honest, and I don't mince words.
No shit.
That I don't want more children. Victoria, you are correct. 100%. Who watches this mentally ill crystal ball psycho? This woman child is so angry for some reason. Well, let's be honest. She's morbidly jealous.
I agree with that 1,000%. She's jealous of
I'm surprised she read that. Holy crap.
She is jealous of everyone who has more subs than her. And the comment before that, why is she so happy to admit she makes herself look like she hates. Who hates children? Like really hates them. Like, I don't hate children. I never hated children. I didn't like other people's kids sometimes because the ones that didn't have raisins. You call them raisins in the South. Have you ever heard that, Chastity?
Raisins.
They weren't raised right.
Oh,
Raisins.
I was like, what are you talking about?
That's a saying where
That
I
must
live.
be a Southern thing.
Yeah, it is.
We say they need their ass whooped.
Oh yeah, like the cops.
Mommy beat
The
their ass.
cops will bring kids in IVC at my work, and they'll say, this is his problem. He needs the leather. He needs the leather. That means he needed his ass whooped when he was growing up. And that's not abuse to spank a kid where I live. I got my ass whooped. My kids got popped on the butt with the hand. They never got their butts whooped like I did.
Well, in my family, there was no sparing the rod. It happened. It wasn't like excessive or anything, but corporal punishment did happen. But that's the way it was back then, too, you know?
Right, and when my kids were born, it was a time where it just started getting a time when my kids were born where you could, if you spanked your kid in Walmart, someone might call the law on you. And
right now, for sure.
Right now, you're definitely getting a CPS case opened up. And, I mean, it's not illegal to spank your kid. I never hit my kid with a spoon or a object. I would pop their tail through a diaper.
The worst thing that ever happened to me is my dad popped me in the face with a broom handle. But I was like 17 and I deserved it because I was smarting off.
No.
So I really don't even blame him for it.
My daddy would beat my brothers with the belt. And I say beat. They don't spank their kids. My daddy never whipped me. My mama whipped me. My daddy could say my name with his tone and scare me until I was 20. Until I was 30. Until the day he died, his tone could scare me. And he never laid his hand on me. He never spanked me because when I was born, 8 years after my youngest brother, my mama said, "You discipline the boys, let me handle her." Thank God he never spanked me. I don't think he would have anyway because I was his only girl. I was the baby. But I would cry when he would whip my brothers with the belt, because he would have them by the arm and be whipping them, and they'd be running around in circles, and the belt's hitting them not on the butt every time. And back then, where I lived, that's not abuse. Now people would
No,
say,
be still and you will get it on your butt. You want to run around, you're going to get licked everywhere. I used to cry when my brother got whoopings too. I would scream so loud.
oh, I would cry. I would bawl.
Because I thought I was next. So
I knew
daddy
I wasn't
whoopings
next.
hurt.
Okay, let's listen.
A bully who is angry because she isn't beautiful and famous, but she has a little YouTube channel.
Who has a YouTube?
Katie.
Katie.
What up?
She's reading questions.
And a bully would be someone that literally is doing things with like ill intentions and trying to harm someone. And
Like Katie? Is she a
No
bully?
way.
Is she not trying to harm someone?
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to Amy Duggar King. Watch.
hurt someone, and I'm not beautiful and famous. Well, I guess that is a matter of opinion. I'm definitely not famous, but I don't think I'm that bad looking.
I'm so glad Kendra's
I
not
don't drink very
in this
frequently.
meet right now. Can I say that? I love you, Tiny Dancer, but I'm so glad you're not here to commentate on that comment right now. Because I know I would be having to edit. Did she leave the chat? Is she gone?
I'm not sure.
Hey, Miss Nay. Hey, Classy Mom. Who else is here? I read your PayPal before you got here, Crazy Christy. 2 of them. You sent 2, you woman. Thank you. I love you. Hey, April. Sweet Home Alamanda. I like that name. My mother sent my sister outside to get a Switch. My sis came back with almost a drink drunk because she loved it. She ended up in more trouble than me. That was a thing where you must be from the South, because we used to, that was a thing. I don't remember my daddy, he had a belt, that he used on my brothers, but go get a Switch to for me to whoop you with was a thing in the South that a lot of my friends dealt with. Luna Plata, how you doing? Classy
Yep,
Mom.
go pick a Switch. Like, do I get the thick one? Do I get the little one?
Hey,
don't
Jennifer N, Chastity's friend. Isn't that your friend?
Yes, hi Jennifer.
And Kier, Ashley Smith. There's a lot of Ashleys around. Oh shoot, can't share a link because Catherine look for Jamie Swan Beauty's eyebrow tutorial. Yeah, I'm not good with I've got eyebrows. I've plucked them to death. I want to try the threading or whatever it's called, where they use the thread or whatever.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Does
Oh.
it? Then never mind.
Yes. I did it once, never again.
Hey, Tony Madison. We celebrate Christmas with gifts and such at Christmas Eve. It's a full day of pretty much eating. Yes, like Thanksgiving. And then Santa comes around late afternoon with gifts, and there are often live gifts. I'm an atheist, but I respect all religions, and Christmas time is how you make it family and share. I agree. So you don't have to be Christian to celebrate the Christmas time, the season, especially if you have kids. But Katie does she makes no bones about it. If you have any kind of organized religion or beliefs, she will say you're a cult. Let's listen.
I assume that you're a little nutso.
I assume that too.
I am
Sharon's my
definitely a advocate and I'm a humanist. Sometimes that come off like
humanist.
snarky and rude and like crude, maybe. And it's funny because I don't even have a lot of friends and I really don't even like a lot of people. That makes me a bully. I don't know. Call me a bully.
Bully.
Shins, I just sent you the PayPal link on accident. I was trying to send the meet link, but I'd already sent it. So, could you please come talk, ma'am? She was. I've got to find my charger. My battery is dead on my phone.
So you know how like some girls and ladies, can y'all relate? Like if you've been in school, she's waiting for her son to fall asleep.
She's
Like
like,
if you've been in
okay.
school. Oh, she
Yeah,
just said she's waiting for her son to fall asleep.
Okay.
With a certain girl who's not popular, and then they got to find a way to make themselves popular. So I'll just be real snarky, because she uses that all the time. I'll just be real snarky and bitchy and rude, and I'll be just that girl, and nobody will mess with me because I look tough. She was that girl, in my opinion.
Allegedly, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's my opinion. So, and you're not going to get a lot of friends being that way.
She doesn't want a lot of friends. She wants minions. She wants people like Jessie Bear, who are yes men, who agree with everything she says. Has Jessie Bear ever once in her life, and she may have, someone tell me if she has Jessie Bear ever been on opposing sides with Katie?
Not that I'm aware of.
What did Kier say that Dawn said?
She's back modding.
Damn, we aren't claiming. Who's back modding?
Jessie.
I'll say she's back.
Yeah, she's been in there a couple
I think
times,
that
but
Doc-
she's been commenting
I
and stuff
think-
as well.
I think getting doxxed in that dox page scared her off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was a Katie issue. I think it was she got scared.
Yeah. It is scary.
Okay, let's listen. We're almost done, and then we'll go to the next. And if there's something
That
that Judy
was
said,
a lot of assumptions. I'm really not that fun
a
anymore.
lot of facts. I think we know you're not that.
Look how
fun
much
anymore.
she's changed so much in the last year. Just physically, emotionally, just how she
The
acts.
stress of being hated, in my opinion, allegedly. Y'all want to watch a little bit more of the Amy Duggar?
Do you guys get to the part where she breastfeeds?
I'm not
Well, she
sure.
told her to cover it up.
She told her to cover it up. She sure did. Let's listen.
Happening. I know.
There's hardly any delay
Okay,
now. It's amazing.
And then Dylan, by the way, he put out a hold
Let's
on
do
a second.
this. I don't want you. Look, she's going to interrupt her when she comes back. I don't want to listen to her voice.
So for those that are watching, I don't know if this is a pause. I don't know, but this is teasing too.
Okay. So Dylan, he had your he opened a business in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh my word, he opened it like 1st of March.
And how so it's like this fine dining like extravaganza.
So
they have these
she has a
amazing plates of
headband
food.
on the day after
I
she
saw
went
your
to the hair
cousin Bill
salon.
Had,
Mhm.
You guys had a double date there, and you guys had some amazing appetizers, and I want those.
Yes, well, when you come to visit us, we can get that for you. Hey, so this real quick, I know
I'm
it's
gonna
weird. It's
put it
a
on-
baby teething tube, and he loves them.
I'm going to put it on theater mode. Do y'all think we need to see the chat in this?
No, we don't need to see the
So
chat.
we're going to put it in theater mode so we don't have to put her subs' names on the screen. I'm trying to do them a solid because in 3 months they might not want people to know they ever subbed to her dumbass.
He loves to throw them. What are you doing?
Look at that redhead.
It's total mom life right now.
So Amy's
Hold
shop
up.
is called 3130.
Jessie Carter, hey, how you doing? She was so annoyed last night. What do you mean? Hey, stop. What do you...
So she was doing a story about Michael Long. And I think that's because she went to members only because she didn't want people coming into, ruin her echo chamber
Hey,
again.
Bugsy. Hey, Cash.
She is upset that Tenda Life got, you know how she says people get mad at you because you didn't get that story first? Well, she was on Michael's team first. Then
No, you talk. I'm listening.
she's bitter that she didn't get that story.
Lorette, you can't play with whatever you're playing with.
Oh, well, I was trying to show y'all Cash. He's like trying to get attention. But it's okay. Sorry. It's making noise, right? I've got to turn that. I've got to turn the mic off that camera. I might have to get Bull on the line to do that. Or, I don't know how.
Oh, can I just say Amy's baby is a cutie pie? Holy moly.
Yeah, there's like only a
He's
4-second delay now. It's amazing. He is,
He's such
and
a little
he's a
boy.
ginger, and I never liked redheads, or I never like. It wasn't something that was just awe to me growing up, but now for some reason, redhead is hot to me. Like redheaded females are beautiful. Redheaded dudes are hot to me. I don't know why. I never liked a redhead growing up. Yep. It's that little red stuff. Okay. Let's listen.
And her website is shop3130.com.
Can y'all hear good in the
Good
chat?
job. Yeah. Yep, that's it.
I told you I have like a million things that I want to get.
I love that. I know. I'm gonna sign you up for VIP. You're gonna be a part of it. I'm excited for you to do that. And honestly, you can see the quality and like it's there. The quality is there. And we support Made in USA, which is awesome. Try to give back to everyone that needs jobs right now, which is a big deal.
Yes, so many people need jobs. So, okay, we'll do some questions because last time we didn't do any questions really from people in the chat. It looks like there's plenty of people here and people are all saying hi to you.
Hi.
Tell me about, so without going into specifics, you put a controversial post up on your Instagram and a lot of people were like, oh, this is shade, but you said that this has nothing to do with it.
I'm just going to stop here because it's been 30 seconds and I know this.
I just want to say, does anyone notice the difference between the level of energy that Amy has compared to KJ?
And does
Amy's bubbly and perky, and KJ's like
also,
flat.
does anyone notice that it's not exactly to the same extreme, but Amy Duggar King does talk a lot like the actual Duggars that Katie Joy did a commentary video on and just made fun of who talks like that, and because they wouldn't give her an interview probably, and this one will, she's not going to pick on her for talking the same way they do.
Right. She's her first cousin.
She's going to end up picking on this. She's going to end up dragging this girl too. But you know what's going to happen? This girl is going to come back with a fierce vengeance. Because she is not a Duggar. She's not a blood Duggar. She's married to one. And
no, she's a Duggar.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You're right.
She's Duggar King.
She is not a Duggar child. She is not Michelle Duggar's child. She is a cousin. And she's a little bit more snarky and outgoing than the rest of them, in my opinion. I actually posted on Twitter yesterday that I think she brought that baby on this interview, and people agree with me on my post. I think she did that intentionally. I think she got a lot of warnings about Katie. I think she did this for a reason. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Maybe she's in the hustle.
I like her. I think she's my favorite one on the. She's not on the show anymore, but and I never really watched the show or like religiously, but my mama did, and she was my mama's favorite on there because of her personality. Let's listen.
Because you get a lot of questions.
Yeah. So because of just, I guess, who I'm related to, people ask me all kinds of questions all the time. Oh, are you getting swoopy? And so, yeah, so I
look at her
just
stink
respond
face, y'all.
because I'm just like, well, like, I am who I am.
That
like,
stinking
the way
kid.
I'm in. And so
she looks like she's disgusted with the baby.
When I talk over the video, can y'all hear me better than the video or no?
We can hear you.
She's got this stupid stink face because that kid's here. And what are you saying yes to, Craft Happy? I saw you said yes. Are you talking about Amy?
They can hear you.
No, it was too fast for that to be what she was talking about. I have to put my daughter to sleep. I'll be back. We'll be waiting for you, Kier. Maybe it was what she was talking about. I thought she was talking about something else, but there's really no delay now, so I saw that too, Classy Mom. Okay, let's listen.
he wants to like jump in the bed and play with lights. I'm so sorry. Anyway, and so yeah, I was just like, well, I'll just answer it. I'm fine being as blunt and as real as I possibly can with people, and that's just who I am. So I don't mind sharing my heart and my views, and that's what I did. And I did not truly expect such a large response.
I know. I saw so many questions. I mean, I saw so many comments, and people were like upset, and they were like calling you a mom shamer. And I was like, first of all, she's talking about blanket training. Are you kidding? If you can for 100,000% shame anyone that uses blanket training.
Yeah. So I'm not about that life. I'm not a mom shamer. I mean,
but that's not shaming. It's really not shaming to be like, you shouldn't hit your kid with a PVC pipe.
In my opinion,
she went right to the PVC pipe.
My opinion. Everyone's allowed. Everyone's entitled to to think of their to themselves. And yeah, it's just wrong in my opinion. I can't imagine pulling his hair or hold on or or giving him encouragement or thanking him or whatever you want to call it.
Flicking his nose,
anything like that when he doesn't even know. He'd be like, what did I do? He wouldn't know. And so,
and in a lot of these houses, it goes from blanket training to just training with the same method. It just doesn't stop. So I actually had someone on my channel a week ago, less than a week ago, Amanda Householder. She grew up in the IFB, and her parents own they just closed down a school for troubled teenagers. And she grew up with the Debbie and Michael Pearl book and talked a lot about, to me, how horrific it was to grow up with that kind of discipline.
That's horrible. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just not something I'm going to do.
She just
and
lives
like I said, I'm not mom shaming, but I
tear
think
apart
that,
anybody religious, man. You can see how she lights up when she talks about it. Have you noticed?
Look at that face.
She said dag on it. Is it
PVC pipe?
Okay, she said that for a reason, and in my opinion, Amy may have told her it was the pipe. She shouldn't have said that. She shouldn't have said, yeah, you don't have to hit your kid with the plastic pipe, a PVC pipe. She could have just said you don't have to hit your kid in the head for blanket training. She totally baited her into that. And Amy, good job. You know how many interviews Amy did? Katie, you're not gonna, you got her a little bit, but she came right back out of there. Because TV's not new to her. She's been on TV her whole life, or the majority of her life. So she bounced back with that question. And maybe if we don't have to look back, but just think about it for a second. She kind of looked at her like, did you really just say that?
Well, I just
she didn't have to name that item.
I just Googled and went to the blanket training Wikipedia, and it says nothing about hitting a child. It says starting at 5-minute intervals to keep them on the blanket, like tummy time almost, but blanket time, and with positive reinforcements. It says nothing about beating a child.
That's the whole point. They're trying, Katie, in my opinion, is spinning the narrative that that's their form of blanket
I am absolutely 100% sure, without ever seeing that show, allegedly in my opinion, that the Duggars have never said, beat your child with a PVC pipe, or they would not be on the air right now. So where did that come from?
Well, one of her sources told her, and she shouldn't have. That's just not cool.
Okay, so has Amy not told her that that's not true?
Amy's probably the one who told her.
Well, then Amy, and I liked her until that just came out your mouth.
Or mentioning it or whatever. He's like jumping all over the place.
Look at her face.
Reevaluate kind of. She's there's other ways I feel like that you can get your point across.
Well, I just feel like there's still. I mean, I don't even have to say the people, but there's influencers that are still promoting this that are on TLC that have nothing to do with that. There's Audrey and Jeremy Roloff who use this method. There's a lot of
they don't beat their kid,
like
you
Christian